Well, time for 1 years to go. Jason Pierre-Paul has been more going with this than you, so we'll release you. Highsmith's off still for another week. Depth chart messed up again. What else is new? Patrick P. I put Herbie there, get him a start for the game. Don't know. I think I did switch him to left. That's right. Julio. Put Calvin Austin here. Back up. Calvin Austin's kick returner. Don't know why all this keeps messing up. Nobody else it messes up but mine. They're good. This stuff always messes up too. So cool, only my that's right, he's hurt. So cool, only my linebackers and everything messed up because Herbie came back. And Deontay came back. That's good. Gonna keep Julio. I mean, I probably shouldn't, but I mean, he's gonna be on the bench. Probably shouldn't be a bench player, but you know.
It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the focus is on Najee Harris. He had a performance for the ages last week, one of the greatest we'll ever witness. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it kicks off next.
Come back to that.
Strap in, this will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. And now he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Now it's Jackson. Buying time to his left.
Oh, we
Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to
Hit X from Mika, but apparently Mika didn't want to tackle him.
His own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. This defense for the Steelers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks. And plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. And in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, Jackson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be.
God damn it.
Advantage defense.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a team coming off a win just a good team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
And they'll run for the first time.
That wasn't gonna work. Lyman took forever to get over and block him.
10-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Boswell's kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. Their second drive here of the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple.
Mark Jackson got hurt doing
and now we're going to get a stoppage as, yeah, that looks like Jackson who's shaken up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
Nice, Holcomb.
Facing 4th down, Baltimore will punt. Jordan Stout out there. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 8.
He's blitzing. Oh, boy.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Farmouth with the grab. It only took him 2 seasons to become a fan favorite in Pittsburgh. Like the crowd shouting Heath for Heath Miller, you hear them shout Muth after every grab now. And there's plenty of them. 63 last season for over 700 yards.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers at 3.
I got away with that one.
First 4 games. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Pickett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Goes for 24 yards. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down.
That was starting to collapse very quickly.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
That's intercepted.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 57 yards.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's Austin.
Guy ran the wrong way. Oh my God. I gotta do something.
First and 10 as they take over. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll go down.
There goes one of my linemen. Here we go again, dude.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Here we go again.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Pickett sets up play action. They'll roll him out.
Oh, they picked that up.
And he's able to get this one out to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on third. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback.
Got the sack.
More and more of that.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Jackson now. A short throw caught by Andrews. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now it's Jackson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. And incomplete here to bring up 4th.
He just dropped it. P, man, don't get happy, man. He just dropped it.
Decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield.
Really, he has no plays? What the hell happened to my playbook?
By evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of
Why is Allen Robinson number 2?
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
That's intercepted.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Touchdown.
Smith. Now inside the 25. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up.
200 damn receptions, dude.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Not a good game throwing.
In motion right. They'll run with Dobbins. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This is not a good game.
Sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown.
And they could for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown in the game.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris.
Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, they get downfield and create extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space.
Pickett now on first down.
Flushed out right.
A short one there to Fryermuth. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage.
Both my linemen are hurt. I can't get away from this injury bug, dude.
Staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 43, here's a second and
I don't know what else to do with this injury bug that I have.
Now Pickett.
He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 16. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying,
I don't even know what to do anymore.
I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. The slot man in motion right.
Pickett.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
They'll throw again with Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down.
So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try.
Boswell's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Play action. It's Jackson. On target to his man, likely. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
And he still has yet to get this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 13. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together. Rishi ends it.
Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Rolling to his right. His throw
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place.
Oh my God, dude. Pick it, dude. Come on.
It made a really nice play.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. To throw is Jackson. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On second down, here's Jackson. Shoves him aside. He's still on his feet. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will shrink
Not
to
a good
6.
game. Not having a good game.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So we reach halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. A good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. And you've used the phrase with me before, saying the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the first half.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker across midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Pickett will look to throw it here. Flush to his right. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
Come on, Pickens. Oh my God. Why does everybody give me problems?
They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Off play action. Pickett rolling to his left. That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will make this a 19-point game. And Hill will opt for the touchback. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On 2nd down, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Well, we talk all the time about
I was wondering where he was.
football right
Now I don't want him to be around.
Dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. There he goes left side. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 19-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. Decent run, maybe hoping for a little bit more. It does, though, set up 3rd and manageable.
In every play that's run, if it's blocked perfectly and executed perfectly, it's set up to go for a touchdown, right? But I like the way you described that one. Just get into a 3rd and manageable. Nice decision-making, and took care of the football.
They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll run the toss here. Edwards. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Gus Edwards. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller. This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Robert Quinn is the one who burst in there to blow that play up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
That throw finds Pickens in the end zone. Touchdown Steelers. A great play there. With now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Steelers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and a yard. Jackson. And now here is another.
How did Mika catch that shit?
Picked up by Mika Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the
I threw out away too.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a game that they would
Joby, dude, the guy,
at this point, Charles, and one reason is turnover.
Offense.
On the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
We have played 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Flowers. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he'll go down at the 28.
Hello?
13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception.
Nice, KZ.
Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys though,
Come on, dude. Like, you guys gotta cover. They're just blitzing through, man.
He did it 3 times. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
Come on. They must have run set as their game plan.
This one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. First target, first catch, and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker with the extra point. Able to cut this deficit down to 12. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers.
Again, Overton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Boswell good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
You gotta be kidding me, dude.
Finding room at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That one into the hands of Flowers. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, Jackson. That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense.
Dude, I don't know what the hell he's doing, dude.
And they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pickett going to bootleg it. They'll roll him out right. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now here's another carry for Harris. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Back to throw, Pickett. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett. He'll buy some time right. Man open is Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that'll be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line.
144 yards on the ground for him so far. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have the Steelers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball.
Open man is Johnson. Touchdown Steelers. Deontay Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about.
And now here's another interception.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot.
Well, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble. But it looked like the Steelers were able to recover, and they will indeed hold on to the ball.
So, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into.